Your past doesn't define your worth or your future. Inside of you lies the power to transform, to heal, and to thrive. It's never too late to treat yourself with self-compassion and to step into the radiant potential that awaits you. This is how you boost your inner strength and resilience so you can keep going on the dream in your heart. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, self-care strategist, and creator of the Seasons Self-Care app. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. How are you? How is this season treating you? We're now in February, and my goodness, the sun is shining brighter, and for a little longer where I live. I don't know about you, it certainly feels amazing. And maybe part of why I feel amazing is because I've been having some incredible conversations lately with clients, with peers, with friends, and I've been doing a lot of networking and collaborating as well. What is so beautiful is it's not all been about just the shiny, happy successes and all of the new innovation and all the way that we get to profit and grow and transform. In business, it is about what I've really been loving. The curtain has been pulled back on the real. The stuff that actually goes on in the lives of the creative forces bringing their bold and beautiful ideas into the world. And these are things that would be a great excuse to hold back their success, but instead they've built a strong foundation around them from these experiences that now support them. And the strong support is not necessarily the delegating or asking for help, hiring teams, all that kind of stuff. What it's been the inner work. I've really noticed over the years, and it's really been highlighted this season, 3 key themes that clients often face when they're trying to overcome past regrets for future success. And I wanted to talk about them today because these things are often hidden from our view. You can imagine so much goes on behind the doors of a business, not to mention in people's minds and hearts and their relationships. Yet often we only see the shiny outcomes. And so this makes it even more challenging for new businesses to get off the ground or to expand to the next level because it makes people feel like they need to be perfect to succeed. And before I start, I want to say every time I get someone talking to me about perfectionism, and even myself, I swivel around in my chair and I grab this beautiful bright pink book off my bookshelf called Winging It, Why Action Beats Planning Every Time by Emma Isaacs. She's the founder of Business Checks, and it's basically saying, stop talking, start doing. And so what's interesting about that is we have a lot of stories that we tell ourselves, and we have a lot of things that we say inwardly, outwardly, of why we're not moving forward. And that's why I wanted to share these 3 key things that really can get in the way, but why really winging it can help. Like, it's one of the ways of overcoming the past. But really, before we can even take that action, we do need to look inside. And the first area that all of us need to go, and that I find has the most power, is self-forgiveness. It can be really challenging to forgive yourself for past mistakes or decisions that didn't lead to your desired outcomes, and you can stay stuck there. And it can stop you from making any future steps because you feel like you're going to let yourself down again. So starting by going back to your past self and forgiving them and saying, listen, honey, I know you didn't have the full picture. You didn't realize this was going to be the outcome. I forgive you. We can learn from this and move forward. Self-forgiveness is so powerful, really, in every area of our life. And when you think about it, when you really take space to sit down and consider those areas that you don't realize you've been carrying around a sense of regret, and that has stopped you from moving forward, imagine how you'd feel if you let it go. It may not happen overnight. I mean, it can. It has for many people I've talked to because they've just recognized that they were carrying it. They didn't even know they were carrying it for so long. So really take the time, forgive yourself. You are human. None of us are going to ever get it right perfectly. the first time. I don't think we'll ever get it perfect. In fact, it's the unique beauty we each have of just taking those steps forward and watching it unfold that can be better than having something perfectly, perfectly planned. So self-forgiveness, that's the first thing. The second thing is having to do with self-worth and confidence. And after some of these setbacks, or even if you want to call them failures, but really, I feel like setbacks is really a good word because everything is just information, right? But when we have these experiences that we're maybe having a hard time forgiving ourselves from, it really tamps down our self-worth and confidence. It may keep us from stepping out more fully. And so we stay where we are and we wonder, why am I not moving forward? Like, what is going on? And it's not something necessarily that you can just speak out of yourself. It really is about almost letting it go physically, really going inside and having that conversation with yourself, but then also doing some somatic practices to release it from your body, because your body remembers and remembers how you felt. And so when you do that, you shake off, maybe bounce or dance or sing to some loud music, shake it off, get outside in nature, and then you start to focus on really what you want to build up that self-worth and confidence. Remember those times where you actually have really done amazing things, those times you've won, those times you've been so proud of yourself, those times where you've made the difference you wanted to make, and feel into that, feel in your body what that feels like. That is a second key. And I know it's something that I find when I'm on my walks and I have really inspiring music on, or sometimes I'm just listening to nature, but the music often will get me, expanding into the feeling, the vibration of really what I want. And it gives me that little boost to do that thing, to take the step that maybe felt scary because I was afraid of messing it up. The third thing that really helps people to move forward is to look at this area now that they've got some confidence. Where are you growing and where are you transforming? And not just taking the steps, getting back in the game, but actually looking at ways you can support yourself in your own personal transformation and growth. Embracing personal growth is really a means to evolve from your past regrets. And it really is like getting your path ready for the future, for your successes. And once you do, you start to get this momentum building. And no matter how slowly, you get new habits coming into your life. If you're listening to things and reading things and doing certain practices that build your confidence, you start to see that confidence dripping into the other areas of your life, and everything is just rippling out, and you're seeing the results from your efforts. And it may take a little time. It may happen faster than you think as well. But truly, these are the three things I find coming up a lot for people. Sometimes it's the time issue. People will say, I don't really have time to do these things. But ultimately, what is beneath it all are the areas of needing to forgive yourself, needing to build the confidence, letting go of the past, and trusting yourself to really move into the life that you want. Your past doesn't define your worth or your future. Inside of you lies the power to transform, to heal, and to thrive. And it's never too late to treat yourself with self-compassion and step into the radiant potential that awaits you. This is truly how you boost your inner strength and resilience so you can keep going in the direction of your dreams. As we wrap up today's episode, I want you to know that the journey towards self-compassion and empowerment is one that we continue in the Seasons Collective. It's a nurturing community where you can embrace the next phase of your life and business with like-minded individuals who prioritize personal growth, connection, and making a positive impact, all while avoiding burnout. It's a space for the woman who recognizes her worth, yearns to serve from a place of abundant energy and well-being, and understands that nourishing herself is the key to amplifying her impact in the world. In this space, she gets support to do it. For more details on how you can become a part of this inspiring community, simply click the link in the show notes. I can't wait to welcome you inside. Until next time, take care and keep shining your beautiful light. I'm so grateful that you listen. And when you finish listening, go ahead and tag me on social media because I love shouting out the messages that you tag me in. It means the world to me that these things are making an impact in your life. And when you spread the message of going for your version of more to those who need the encouragement, it's a beautiful win for everyone. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Big blessings.